Good morning and welcome to Sponsored Research Day. Um, we hope you find this day exciting, not only for what we're going to do in the morning in terms of the offices and resources available to faculty and staff that go after grant opportunities, but in the afternoon we're going to have a senior NEH program officer talk about grant opportunities in her neck of the woods, and then we have two faculty panels that will be sitting up at these tables later in the day to talk about their success, both in getting new grants and getting large grants. I think this sort of interaction, both on the information sharing end as well as having a lot of the faculty share their insights on how and what it takes to become successful at grants. I think this is part of what we're trying to do here at AU with, in the research area, to build the research and grants culture at the university, to ultimately increase the volume of proposal activity and award activity. So this is really part of, well, really the first of what we hope are fairly frequent events, because I think, you know, this goes beyond talking about the rules and the requirements, which is what a lot of faculty hear from folks in central administration. And this goes into the whole area of how can we all add value. This is adding value not only from central administration standpoint, but how faculty experience can help other faculty that will attend later in the day to pick up tips and best practices on success in grants administration. And I think there's another message in designing this program to be a bit longer than what happened last year, and that is really to build a better partnership between OSP GCA on the one hand and the faculty in the university on the other. Because sometimes, you know, at all universities there's sometimes a bit of an adversarial relationship. And I think, you know, we talk in research administration that we want to be partners with the faculty. And I think these events, which not only share resources, but also provide for the faculty to talk about their own experience in grants, I think that's really a win-win for everyone here, but also bring people together and build a better partnership. So really, you know, welcome. I look forward to this being of enhanced value to all of us individually as well institutionally. If Dr. Tubman was here, I know he'd say the same thing. This is the sort of stuff we want to do not only for individual faculty, but for the units and the university as a whole. So all of that being said, I'd like to turn over in the agenda to, and you'll see it from 9:10 to 9:40, really talking about OSP and GCA, and talk about, you know, our respective offices and what we do. I'd like to start off the whole OSP discussion by having the OSP staff in the room today introduce themselves, stand up, give your name, what you do in OSP, whether you're pre-award, post-award, and what units or constituencies you handle. So we'll kick it off right now with Joe Jessa over here.
Hi, I'm Joe Jessa. I'm the Systems Administrator in the Office of Sponsored Programs. If you need access to anything like Cayuse ERA Commons for an NIH grant, FastLane for National Science Foundation, if you need some data about your research enterprise, I would be the person you talk to. I run the gamut of the life cycle from pre-award data to post-award data. So if you need anything, let me know.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shira Lowinger. I work on the pre-award side of things in the Office of Sponsored Programs. I'm a senior grant and contract manager. And I work with the College of Arts and Sciences, mostly with either the humanities or some social sciences. And then I work with the School of Communications and the radio station WAMU.
Good morning. My name is Ashley Alexander. I am in pre-award, and I work for the Kogai School of Business, the School of Public Affairs, and also the School of Professional and Extended Studies.
in the Office of Sponsored Research and Programs. I work on the post-award side. I do College of Arts and Sciences, humanities, and the hard sciences. I work with SOC, my SOC friends over here, and WAMU.
Hello everybody, my name is Stephen Pedix. I'm the newest OSB staff. I'm also a grant contract manager, and I'm on the post-award side. I work with SIS, SPA, COGA, SPECS, the library, and CALS.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Kathy Fitzpatrick, the new Senior Associate Dean at the School of Communication, and I'm also a professor and a scholar, and my area of research is public diplomacy and public relations.
Okay, thank you. In your packet, you're going to see a handout, which is what we call Research Administration Continuum. And really, if you look at this, this is what today is all about, in a way, at a 30,000-foot level. You'll notice if you go from left to right, you'll be talking about pre-award through contracting, to research program, which really is where the awards are in-house and you have active grants management. And then on the far right, you have commercialization, which is tech transfer, licenses, intellectual property, patents, copyrights, and those sort of things. And what you'll see in today's presentations is basically this whole continuum will be covered. And I think this presentation was this slide was originally done at a prior school where it was very useful to show faculty how everything fit together. Because I think a lot of faculty, they know about pre-award or how to get a grant in. They have some notion of how to manage the money and what their support staff provide to them in managing that money. But many of them don't see the big picture. And I think one of the useful things you're going to see throughout the presentations this morning is that that entire continuum is covered. And it's very useful, I think, for both the research administration staff here, but also the faculty and other university staff in the room to see that this all fits together, that we in fact are very much interconnected. And if we want to provide enhanced value to the faculty and staff that get grants, it helps in a very visceral way to have a better idea of what the big picture is. So this actually is a perfect example now to turn it over to Dominic Napoleon. She wants to talk a little bit about grants and contracts accounting and award management.